Hello again. We're on the correct account this time, so I can see my queue and my guests, and all of my settings are back. So sorry about that.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the correct live stream so I can see everything.
I really have to log out of the other account. I had a test account just for fun. Yeah. There's a private chat in this one. I had a test account before I paid for this program with the account that I use, and I was using the test to see if it would work, and I forgot to log out. So I have two different browsers, one's for streaming and one's for personal use, and I was using the personal use browser. So sorry.
Okay, so we got people are coming back in. Hey, Not For Nothing Homestead. Hi, everybody. Thank you for hopping over to the right live stream. Hey, Bubble Bibble. Good to see ya. So yeah, that was kind of chaotic, but thank you. Hi, it all adds up. Happy Sunday.
I gotta fix one of my settings in YouTube really quick.
Oh, another one?
Yeah.
It's okay.
Monetization isn't on.
Moose. Thank you guys for coming. I'm back. Thank you for hanging in with us. Hey, Virginia, Alexander.
Okay, we should be good now. I gotta get back to my browser. I have so many tabs open. Like, why is Grammarly open?
Why do you have Grammarly open, bro?
Finals are over. Yes.
Yes, finals are over for her. Mine haven't started yet.
I feel like, yeah.
College finals are over.
I am completely finished with school, and I spent all week doing other stuff it was great. It was great. We had an Adele concert yesterday, and then we got home at midnight, so I'm a little bit scattered.
Hi, folks.
Yeah, I totally forgot. I'm sorry. I was busy and very tired, actually, for your information.
Was tired. Bunky was asleep for like 3 hours. I took a 30-minute nap after dinner?
Yeah, you did. Okay.
Hey, Gail Southern Living.
I don't know who you said hi to, so I'm just not.
I think I said hi to everyone.
Okay, good. I gotta close some of my tabs so my laptop stops lagging really quick.
Okay. So today we have excuse me. Today we have a very, very special guest for our guest of the week.
Yes.
One of our very own coordinators, actually. And
she'll be in here a little bit later. But we are going to be interviewing Miss Anne on Herbal Remedies. She has a business, by the way, at, oh my goodness, I think it's andelhomestead.com. It's either that or the Land of Plenty. I forgot which one. I'm pretty sure it's Andel Homestead. And she sells her own homemade tinctures and balms and stuff. So if you haven't already, go check that out because she's really, really good at what she does. And she tells you exactly how to use them. She is a really great coordinator for the Survival Seeds collaboration, and we appreciate her so much. So we're so excited to be interviewing her a little bit later. I can't get my Unity to close. Give me 2 seconds. Okay, I had to click save. All right. Let's see. I had no other things to really bring up because I didn't do much as far as changing the admins. I sent out some more emails because I'm almost out of interviews. Again, if you have any suggestions for who you want us to interview or what you want to learn about, just send me an email at survivalseedscollab@gmail.com, and I will do my best to make sure we can get that taken care of for you. I've been trying to get in touch with a few people for like horticulture, and I haven't had any responses yet, but because there's some people who wanted to learn about fruit trees, and that sounds super cool. You are on my list. I have a list. I really, really want to get to finishing that list. I was only able to email about 2 people today, but you are on the list. I want to interview you about your experiences with squash.
Seriously?
No.
Oh, I was joking.
No, I was kidding. Yeah, I'm trying to put that together with him. He's been really busy recently, and with his job, he can't really make the time. But as soon as he's able to, I would love to interview him.
Hi, Grace. Hey, Eric. Happy Sunday. Hey, Wildlife.
I'm going to go ahead and screenshot some stuff.
Yeah. Hey, our treasured home. I kind of want to interview everybody that comes up on the panel specifically.
I think we've already done a few. I
know, but I didn't draw thumbnails for them, and now I want
to. Okay.
So I made a thumbnail this week.
Yeah, by the way, there's a new thumbnail.
Today, and it was Andale. And I've never drawn her before, and she's very fun to draw.
She is.
She has very cool hair to draw.
But okay, I'm gonna try to show it.
That was my big project of the day.
Ta-da! I really like the little like stuff in the hair. I like that detail.
The little hearts
Yeah.
and squiggly lines. I don't know how to do lighting.
It looks really good.
No, but her hair, her sassy haircut, it's so fun to draw.
You got to get back into doing that more.
Doing
And-
what more?
Drawing.
I'm behind in school. You're lucky I did it.
Yeah, I
today.
know. Thank you. I was getting very tired of the thumbnail that I put together because I've been using it for like 6 months.
Looks good.
But people are saying that looks very, very good.
Thank you. I think that's hi to everybody.
All right, before I bring up the co-host, I want to give a quick thank you to all of our sponsors, Amirla and Freedom Reserve Cattle, and I need to pull up my list because I have no brain right now. And Gacker and Xpest. We really appreciate you guys. And Rainbow Seeds. Thank you guys so much for sponsoring the giveaways for this collaboration. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much to the membership sponsors on the $10 tier. The that would be the, what is it called? The Cool Beans Club.
Yes.
It all adds up. And Robin Hood Homestead and Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. We really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you so much. And thank you to our individual sponsors. It all adds up. Robin Hood Homestead, Lorrie's World, and Ernie Hatmaker. We appreciate you so much. And thank you so much for all that you are doing for the collaboration. I have a page that I'm going to quickly try to stick in chat if I can actually do that. It was raining all day here. I just saw this here.
What?
Yeah, I said that. That's not what I wanted to highlight. But if you go to here, you can see information about all of our sponsors. Thank you guys all so much for your contributions. We appreciate you. So go check them out. There are some really great companies and YouTube channels. Yeah, it's been raining like all day.
All day.
Okay, so I think that was all I had. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the co-hosts. Give me 2 seconds. Every time. Hello.
Hello.
I like
No
what
idea.
you're wearing, Miss Lisa.
Thank you. Or blue jean overalls. Blue jean
Overalls, that's the word. I always have trouble with that word. If it only came down to the northern countries, we had a drizzle and that's it. Aw,
Oh, no.
I hope we get rain soon, Eric. Rain's nice. Not being
What
in
do you
it,
have-
but it sounds nice.
What do you have growing behind you, Trey? That looks like it's either under purple lights or
Yeah.
Yeah, it's our tomatoes. It's our peppers.
peppers. Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, but we got our
They're really wet, or I'd take them down. But they're getting huge.
we got our red and blue lights on them.
They're ready to go outside now.
Yeah, but our
They
frost
should
date isn't.
be, but our frost date isn't ready for us.
What's a little frost?
Oh,
sorry.
it's a
So
little
you
more than
don't
a
like
little frost.
this.
We did that where we like put them out on May
We
1st,
lost all
2
our
or 3 years
peppers.
ago. We lost all of our peppers and our tomatoes didn't grow for the rest of the year. So no, it did not work very well.
Oh, why? It's when the stuff that's supposed to be in glasses, lakes, and ponds falls out of the sky. I don't like
That's
rain.
right. That's right. So I have.
I
some
don't
of
like
these.
getting wet. Rain is nice, but
Can't really see it.
are those peas
No.
Ooh.
or beans?
Oh, they're kidney beans.
Kidney beans
Already?
Already?
Wow.
But look at this.
Dude, what?
No fair.
Maters already.
Those are beautiful tomatoes, Lisa.
That's
Those
it's
look really
May.
nice.
Sugar snap peas.
That's
I
so
know, it's
cool.
Crazy.
That is awesome.
Oh, good catch.
Yay.
I got them. They're turning.
Those look so
but,
good.
I know it's real firm and everything, and
Wow.
I'm so excited. Yay.
That's so
That's
nice.
awesome.
Congratulations. You got your garden going.
Yeah.
I don't know about the pumpkins or the cucumbers, so I haven't seen any little fruits.
No,
That's
those
so
take a
cool.
little longer, but those look
course-
great.
Of course, our garden season will end before everybody else's. So when y'all are
Yeah.
pulling up good stuff,
At this rate,
we're burning up out here. It's hot. It's 110 degrees.
your garden season's gonna end before ours start.
Right?
I just drew a dot.
Just,
Yeah,
a,
because then
little,
it'll get too hot.
just
and
a
then,
little frost. What's up
oh,
with
and I
that?
have one big beet,
Oh, yeah. Big
Oh
beet.
yeah, I
Big
saw
one.
that on your video.
and then some.
It's
bunch
getting
of little
really
ones.
big. Yeah.
Can't beat it.
Hey. That's awesome. Your stuff is
Can't
looking
beat it.
great. How about you, Charles? How's your garden going? Anything out yet?
No,
No.
it's grown inside. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like nothing's happened in forever.
yeah. I always wait until Mother's Day and then put it out.
Okay.
Can barely hear you, Charles.
Yeah.
I'll start being put hardening them and stuff this week though.
Oh, this week?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, because Mother's Day is next weekend, so we're pretty close to that too.
Yeah. All right. Sweet. What did you do?
Nice. But I'm excited. It's fun. It's exciting when it works.
Did you pick those or they fall off?
No, I picked them.
No, the snap beat.
The snap piece, I picked them.
Look at that. I just wanna
Karma
eat that
got her
raw.
seeds planted. Congratulations.
Yay!
Well, I want everybody to see it first.
He wants everybody to see him eat it. Yeah.
Man.
Well, congratulations. That's exciting. Oh, no.
There's
Come
Oh, yeah.
on.
I got
Yeah.
Dad just sent so you guys watched the short, right?
The ice
The
cream
ice
one?
cream short.
yeah,
Yeah.
this would go good with some unicorn ice cream right now.
it's so good. It's literally so good though.
Yeah, if I only had a little bit of unicorn ice cream, it'd be perfect day.
You're not going to eat it?
Especially
It's
yes,
really
yes.
good. The worst
Yes.
part is that's really good ice cream right there.
Which
It
color
was so
the best?
funny.
The blue, the pink, the yellow, the
They all tasted the same, but the purple magic frosting was really good. I never wanted to ever.
She
say
was
that in my life.
insistent. Like, I wish I had it on camera. She was just like that one. And like, you know how you can like filter the results on Walmart to get like there was like at least 2 pages. She could have chosen anything else.
I wanted the unicorn ice cream. I don't know why. I wanted that.
Well, did you hear that when Noah built the ark, they had all the animals? Well, the 2 unicorns went up to each other, introduced themselves. Hello, my name is Mike. My name is Jeff.
Yeah, maybe not.
Something's wrong.
Girl, put this back in the freezer, Bunky.
Open it. Show them.
No.
Show it off, show it off.
I've
Put it
eaten too
away.
much of it.
Hello, our treasured home. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, what life? He started to work on a second plantings of some things. Wow.
Second plantings of some things already?
Wow. That's insane.
Wow.
Man, them sugar snap peas are good.
I want a tomato.
Wow.
Wow. Hey, Anne. Thanks so much for being
Oh,
here.
thanks.
And PSV Odyssey and Broke But Battle Food Blessed Homestead. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and bring up the coordinators.
Will it be a coordinated
Let me know.
event?
Yeah, you guys ready?
Oh, look at here, look at here.
Hello.
Hey, Anne. Hi, Lorrie.
Hi.
How you guys doing?
Sweet.
Good. How are you?
Good gracious.
Miss Ann got center billing today on your thumbnail. Center billing.
I'm telling you. I was
Yeah,
getting
see?
out special. I did.
Look at that.
Special. I love
I'm
it.
just gonna show this off as much as physically possible because she
Right.
draws so cool.
You can put it
Yeah, I
right.
know you didn't mean to do this, but she does have crooked glasses.
I do. I
Oh,
do.
did I draw that?
Wait, where?
Oh no, again.
No,
I have
I
trouble
mean,
drawing
no.
Kayla's glasses.
Oh.
They are crooked. Yeah.
One side leans down.
See, this is why we're winking. She has some trouble with symmetry.
I really do. I'm lucky that Miss Ann's eyes look proportional.
You're great. You're great, honey. You're great. I just shared us out. No, I mean, I had to change glasses because my real glasses, not real glasses, but my my other cheaters I slept in when I was at Soul Family Expo, so now they look like this all the time.
Oh no.
They're very helpful for one very specific scenario.
Very specific. Guess what? I'm doing like this. They're all oh my gracious. Woo!
How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. I hope that you are, Lorrie. How are you doing?
That's pretty good. Pretty good. I started harvesting asparagus this week, so
You harvest.
that's always delightful.
We have some outside. The asparagus
Nice.
is doing good.
And you know she's on a roll when she puts in not one, but 2 shorts.
I'm telling you. That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh my gosh, it took me like 2 days to upload those shorts. I tell you what, they would not upload for nothing.
Oh
Huh,
my
that's weird.
goodness.
Yeah.
Finally, I had to save them to my cloud and then upload them with my other computer.
Mm.
No, I think what happens is it gets
Start
caught
all
in
over
customs
again.
right there at the border.
Yeah.
That might be it.
Yeah,
That might be it.
Sarah,
I'm gonna be right back.
Sarah at the door.
YouTube Customs slowed it down.
Yeah, yeah. Let's have the VPN on with the other one.
Right?
Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm doing well also. Worth is out of town for a couple of days, and I didn't realize just exactly how much he does. So
Right?
I'm not spoiled right now, and I don't like
We can spoil you tonight.
good. Good.
I can tell you how much she doesn't do, and that's when she gives me a call.
That's right. I'll give Jesse a call and say, I've been thinking. And he goes, oh,
There you go.
Is it gonna hurt?
oh.
Every time.
What do I have to do? She has been thinking. Yeah. But you know how you have just swooped in occasionally from doing something else. And it's kind of hard to take one hat off and put the other hat on. And I totally understand that. We that have been doing these lives for a long time, including y'all, do it beautifully. But
Absolutely.
I had it all timed out where I could get I made some strawberry jam today, and so I could get it out of just in time, out of the canner to get on the counter and to get the chickens out, but then get them back in time for me to be here, which it worked out all right. But my chicken coop, because it's been raining so much today, I don't walk in there as often as Worth does. And the bottom of the coop was muddy and slippery. Like so I'm doing a split. I thought, I think we need some bedding on the floor of this. So I had
Oh no.
Well, hey,
lots of things.
sounds like you were doing some master planning today to get everything worked
I
out.
was, and I was close. I knew
Nice.
I was close. So it
Yeah.
was great. Worked out just grand.
Awesome. Listerine. I tried. There's something wrong with my throat.
Something wrong with your throat.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's been like this since yesterday. I also burned my
Sounds
tongue with hot cocoa yesterday while we were at the gig. So that's been fun. I can't do tomatoes now.
Aw.
Lucky Black's Tropical Homestead. I'm so glad you're
Hi.
here. What's up? And Eric and Deanna.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Did we want to start with the videos for this week?
Absolutely.
Yeah, who wants to go first?
Well, I'm going to go and get rid of this thing. I'm going to give it to my husband.
You're so cute. Hi.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Before you get started, I do want to say that we did get an email, or was it a text? I can't remember now, but we had a note from Lynn the Okie. She did do an entry video, only she didn't
Yes.
put the hashtag, so you may not have seen it. So,
No, it was
but she did put one in.
I think she filled out the form.
it was in the form.
She filled out the form, so we saw it.
That's why I'm saying if you're looking at it through the hashtag Survival Series 2025, you may not have seen it if you were looking for there. So,
Yeah, I
but-
didn't.
but-
Just remember, put
She
that
didn't see it.
hashtag.
yeah, so good thing she
Go watch
put it
it.
in the phone.
Go watch
And
it.
so Oklahoma, that would be Southern.
That would be you.
And I
Um,
didn't see it. Did y'all see it by chance?
I
We
saw
did.
it, but I didn't watch it.
Okay.
Here,
Okay.
go watch it really quick.
I can
Well,
watch it while you talk about your
Yeah.
Okay, 'cause
videos.
I have quite a few.
Yeah, it's not real long.
It's like 40 seconds
you-
long. It's not very long.
Okay, you mute. I'll watch it.
okay, muting.
Well,
Anyway,
we had a lovely turnout for the Southern region again this week. You guys are growing like crazy. And one of which we'll do quite first. It would be our Texas gardener, Miss Lisa from Lazy Days Ahead with Joy.
Yay!
And she reminds us all the time this is Lisa's garden. So I am thinking that is fantastic. She even got, which I think you probably showed them, but she even picked tomatoes, Roma tomatoes, to get them to grow.
Yep.
Oh,
you're all butterfingers
they're
today.
already turning redder than they
Good.
were a day or so ago. That's so oh,
Yeah.
Three. Wait.
I smell salsa in my future.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep. Me too. Oh, you have 4. That's so wonderful.
And there's a couple more that are almost
Almost
like this
turning.
color. Yeah.
Well, it's so smart. Now, Lisa has done a wonderful job of pulling those tomatoes just as they're blushing, because that way we don't take any risk of wildlife getting them, a storm
Birds.
getting them, any of those things. We get to eat our tomatoes that we spent so much time growing. But
Right.
her
And
garden,
then she's got some sugar snap.
Yes, I got some sugar snap peas.
you
Nice.
do, don't you?
Oh, and then I had a few just like one bite's worth of red kidney beans.
Hey, but you know what? Of those seeds, if you put them, even if you put them right back in the ground, well, I mean, you
Yeah.
have to let them dry. But as soon as they get dry, you put them right back in the ground. You got what, 5 more plants there that you can rocket along. So that's wonderful, because it does take quite a few kidney beans to be able to
Who
make
doesn't need an
Yes,
extra
I
kidney?
know.
We all need kidneys.
We all need extra kidneys. That's right. So
Right.
that was a ton of fun. And let's see what my notes say. It was absolutely awesome. And she wanted to show us, Lisa, what goes on in their garden when they leave town for a week. And my note says, I'm so jelly of Lisa's jamming garden. That was a lot of fun. And then Gail Southern Living. That girl is rocking in her garden. She's enjoying this, and she's enjoying her growing as well. She had 2 shorts and 2 long forms, and her shorts were about the red kidney beans. I need a hero. And then she had basil and radishes, and she was showing us all of those things. So in her April long form, which she put it out, and this was a weird week because it went from an April wrap up to a May beginning of a garden. And in April, she did something to one of her beds in her woods to be able to preserve it. So you need to go check out Gail's Southern Living. Find out what it was that she did to her garden bed and see her little garden. Not little. She's got a big garden. See her garden tour. And she always says, God bless. Do something kind, guys. And then she came back for May. This was a little bit different of a video. Her May video was a garden tour, but it was a lot of pictures that went to some really cool music. And she would flash them and name them of what she's growing. And gosh, from one week to the next, her beets are growing up a storm. I said, yeah, man, they're growing up. Do something kind. So that was Gail's Southern Living. Be sure and check her out. Then we have Small Space Gardening and Sally. Now, Small Space Gardening, I need you to do me a favor, because I don't know what state you're in. It doesn't say it in your About page, and nor does it say it on any of your
I added it to the spreadsheet, Miss Ann.
it wasn't on there this week, but it was anyway. So I did it. So girls, if you have small space gardening, I got your back because
Lorrie says
Thank
Minnesota.
you.
she did an update on all of her plants. Her plants are still in pots and things, and they're going great. I think she's probably northern because their first one, they had like a snowstorm of some sort.
Yeah, she's in Minnesota.
Oh, well, then, sorry. I'm
No worries, it's fine. You're good.
Bob's sister.
okay.
Okay.
Oh, Sally is my sister. She's in Minnesota. What about Bob? Thank you for helping. Her cats came in and decided they were going to upset the apple cart and turn over a bunch of her plants, and that was a mess. But she still has some beautiful plants that are growing, so I'm tickled for her. And excuse me, then we have Dee's Garden Adventures with Deanna. She had 1, 2, 3 shorts and a long form video this week. And then one of her shorts makes me giggle because she had 2 plants that came out of the same seed package, but she doesn't have a clue. They look totally different. And I'm thinking,
Oh, interesting.
milkmaid visit that seed packet a little bit. You never know, but they're going to have a little surprise party when that one grows up. And then she showed us all about the leaf-footed bugs, what they look like. They look like red ants, but they have little dots. And she showed us how to get rid of them. So you need to go ask Deanna.
Yeah, that was a very interesting video there. It was good information. She put that out.
It really was. And then she showed us her beans. She got flowers all over them beans. We're tickled about those beans, Deanna. And then on your long form video, Sebastian came and introduced it. The kitty says, meow. And so for your May update, you did a garden tour. And Deanna, I just enjoy how you check on every single one of your plants on the top and on the bottom of the leaves. You inspect everything like, this is my territory. You better not mess with it. And I'm loving that. So y'all check out Deanna's Garden Adventures with Deanna. Yay. And then, now, girls, you'll have to tell me what to do here because Suburban Homestead, Wyoming, Arizona, my Sandy, that I absolutely adore, was in Arizona when we started. He has now since moved back to Wyoming for the summer. But
Is Wyoming? I gotta check where that is.
Very popular information.
is north, but
Yes, that is north.
Arizona
Oh
is
dear.
south. So I
That's why
just,
she was.
took her right on over. I just took my Sandy right on over because I love her to pieces and she's such a good girl. And so anyway, this is 2 of them from the northern region that I may have stepped over my boundaries a little bit.
You
But
can pick Sandy. I know you like her.
she is a plethora of information. This woman is so smart. She's showing us how to make greenhouses out of stuff that we already have around the house, which is so cool. And she also showed us how she planted in those greenhouses. She showed us how to make paper seed boxes and things, how to make paper seed boxes. Have I got a reverb? We're talking about reverb. And then I can turn myself. I've got my phone on, but I can turn that off real quick because I don't want to mess up Sandy.
You're good with saying it only reverbs when you talk, so it's fine.
And you don't need to hear anything I have to say, right? The
No.
girls love it. I was talking about Jesse. He lets my voice go in one ear and out the other because, I've been thinking.
Welcome to my world.
That's right, Lisa. So she did some paper seed trails, which seed trays, which I've seen some other people do it. But what's cool about those is that you can potentially. She just uses brown paper, and they're squared, and they're about this deep, and you can potentially just put those right in the ground because they're biodegradable. And so I thought that was super cool. She also showed us how to germinate our seeds. And she wanted to remind everybody, because I'm one of them that she was talking to, it's not too late to start your seeds.
Yeah.
What you can't do outside can still start your seeds inside. So I loved that. That was great. So there is the southern region.
Woohoo! That was awesome.
I broke but bountifully blessed.
I saw in Canada, I saw one update, and that was
Ooh.
from Lorrie at Off Grid World. Even while she was in the hospital,
Yes.
put out an update for survival seeds with some fabulous pictures that her hubby Ryan took for her,
Yes.
showing that he hadn't killed all her plants while she was gone.
Nice.
So he's doing a great job, or he was doing a great job taking care of those, and she is doing a little better now. I believe she was coming home Friday,
She
but
said
I
she
haven't
would
seen a video from her since then. But
yeah.
yeah.
I
And
thought
then I
that was
put
so
up
cool.
on my lovely lemon balm that's
Yes,
growing
you
like
did.
that. And I made tea.
And
First
it looked,
time I've had lemon balm tea, so and it
Nice. That is
good.
awesome.
it looked
Yeah.
really clear. And you said, I don't know how much there is to it. And then you went,
Was it?
this
Was it-
tastes good.
It was good. That was good. Very mild,
Well,
lemony flavor.
Nice.
I was going to ask that. Was it more lemony or more balmy?
I was balmy. It was lemony.
That one took a dive, Jesse. That one took a dive.
Wait, we're talking about Canada, right? So
And that was Canada. And that was Canada. Yeah.
Ta-da!
Hey, that was a great video. I watched yours. Oops, okay. I had a few here, so I'll start with Lindy Oki because I just watched that. She made her entry video, so welcome into the collaboration. And she was showing her plants. She's already got her onions and her tomatoes growing. She had them in a little wagon, and she was showing them, which is awesome.
Nice.
And I'm excited to have you in the collaboration and can't wait to do more with you. And we'll get your seeds out, tomorrow?
Yes, I'm going to do seed stuff tomorrow. It's literally at the kitchen table. I have not touched it yet because I've been really busy.
And then it all adds up, put up 3 videos. That she made a video where they added soil to all of their beds. They're getting a ton of stuff ready to get the plants outside in the beds, and the beds look beautiful. She also made a video showing her seeds and herbs that are growing. And they're looking great. Her herbs are really coming up strong. Like the lemon balm is just taking over. And all her plants are doing super well. And she's got new logos that she's showing in her intros and outros in her videos. And those look really cool. And then she made a 3rd video showing some of her small young plants. So really excited with how everything is going in her plants. And so, yeah, keep it up. Everything looks great. And then Robin Hood Homestead also made a video showing how everything was doing and what was going on, how most of the raised beds are gone and they've just got a couple left. And he's got a ton of mulch laid down. And they've also got some really nice solar lights set up, which look super cool and are really helpful. We've got some solar lights we've been putting up, and they can just be so helpful. And I think that's all I saw.
Did you see Grace's?
Grace?
New York City?
I did not see Grace's.
She said she did 2 videos.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch those.
Go check it out now.
I didn't see any come from her in the Survival Seeds 2025.
She said she did 2 videos.
Well, we'll have to go and
I
check.
got to get my charger.
Yeah, folks, you got to make sure you put hashtag Survival Seeds 2025 and or fill out the form on online. Otherwise, we won't see it.
Hashtag them, she said.
She hashtagged them.
Then YouTube is holding on to them.
Okay, no, she put hashtag Survival Seeds Collaboration 2025. So it's just Survival Seeds 2025.
With the hashtag.
I'm gonna start.
With the hashtag.
I'm gonna put together a list of all the people on my side so that I just look at their channels instead of looking through the hat.
Okay, something happened to my sound. Did it happen to y'all's
Yeah.
too?
I was
Yeah,
wondering
we
if
lost
I was getting ready to get
We
kicked
lost-
off here.
Girls, we
Uh-oh,
lost
were you, Charles?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm getting hit right now with the storm. So,
well, real quick before we go, you got a suntan today?
oh,
Recently?
it's for a whole week. It's been a sunburn.
Oh, golly gee.
Yeah, it looks like he had glasses
Yeah,
on.
you can tell
Yeah.
where I wear my sunglasses all day.
Yeah, you got the raccoon. That's good. Okay, well, at least it's been sunny at some point.
Yeah,
Survival Seeds 2025 hashtag that Jessie has put in a whole bunch of times. And she says, okay.
My laptop's being weird.
But thank you. I'll watch these videos and put them in tomorrow or next week's.
Okay, hold on. My laptop's crashing.
Well, if Bushcraft gets kicked, that won't affect the stream.
no.
No, it won't. It's just me, so I can't leave.
Yeah. We need you. Bloo. We need you, Charles. We need you. So,
Bob,
Yeah, but my Wi-Fi is not an issue. I'm running out of battery.
Uh-oh.
Well, you guys got one coming through too. Storm.
We had
Okay,
quite
hold
a
on. I'm trying to get.
yesterday.
Okay.
Shut down.
It won't.
small
Oh, there it is.
technical difficulties, everyone. We'll be right back.
Am I freezing up really bad?
Yeah, we are.
Not terribly. You are lagging, but we can hear you clearly.
But can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
We can hear you.
But huge thank you to Robin Hood Homestead for the super chat. I was trying to get a spot to bring that up. He's had 4 delivery people take pictures of their survival seed signs, and they're going to go check that out.
Oh, that's cool.
And they're all
cool.
interested in the collaboration. He is a fantastic salesperson.
That's right. Yay.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
send him a
awesome.
sign for my
That
web.
is awesome.
I put on his fence.
I did see Resourceful Living Homestead.
Resourceful living. Mhm.
Yeah, all that
Yeah.
oregano going on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
All that what? I'm
Is there-
sorry.
oregano.
Oh, yes. Yes. That's pretty amazing. She put one out today. So that'll go on next week's
Yeah,
stuff. But she put one out today, which was fun. Oh.
Trying to think, is there anything else we need to bring up?
I don't think so. I'm going to switch your spot with Josie and Lisa.
Oh.
What?
That did not work.
You can give everybody vertigo.
There we
There you
go.
are.
And now I can do this. That looks awful. That is not what I meant.
Thank you.
Huh?
No.
I hate the software. What?
Because I'm going to be pushing you a little further away.
No, that's not it. It's this one. There we go.
There.
There you go.
I'll keep the mic close and the camera far, far away.
Sorry.
That's all right, honey. How are y'all? I get to
Good.
be
How are you?
tonight. How fun.
So I did not make a full list of questions because this week was busy, and I've been trying to actually get away from the questions so you can like talk about what you're most passionate about, which is a very good excuse.
Absolutely.
But I wanted to talk a little bit about herbal remedies and how your garden is going. And with the herbal remedies, when did you realize that it was important to start doing that for yourself?
Oh, good. We could talk about herbs. I love talking about herbs. That'll be fun. Excuse me. So, back in 2020, or not maybe, but back in 2020, when we had that thing that was going around and shutting all the schools down and all the grocery stores and so forth, I thought there were some people that couldn't get their medicine. And I was taking quite a bit of prescription medicine at the time. I thought, I probably better learn how to make my own because if I can't get it at the store, if something happens that this little supposed to be 2-week shutdown that turned into a year continues, then I had better be prepared with my own homemade remedies to be able to help. And so I started opening the world of herbs, and it is a world. Let me tell y'all.
It is.
Definitely.
It's a whole big world all by itself that, well, it's not all by itself, but it opens door after door after door. And I don't think, just like gardening, I don't think I'll ever know all of it, but I certainly have learned a lot. And it's been wonderful, been so interesting, all the things that you can do. Well, my number one thing was, oh, I hear it's 7 o'clock, the ding dong.
I know. Sorry.
That's okay. That's great. It's a nice, comforting reminder that, the bell tolls for thee. So, when my personal biggest problem was inflammation, arthritis, thyroid issues. Your thyroid sort of controls everything. So from there, it makes you get inflamed. It causes your joints to act weird and all these various things. So I thought, what can I do for arthritis? And I figured that castor oil, honestly, is one of the very best things that you can use. Castor oil is amazing on so many things. You can use it in your belly button at night to help you sleep. You can use it on any of your organs anywhere to remedy knots or lumps or any of those types of things. But I learned that when you add calendula, because calendula has its own healing, and when you add the calendula flower to the castor oil, then you get an amazing anti-inflammatory and wonderful healing property in your oils. And this is topical only, but our skin is our biggest filter. And in fact, my 86-year-old, she will be 86 in August. She's 85 right now, but she calls herself 86, just like I call myself 66. But she says, I'm not doing anything by mouth anymore. If I may use some creams, I may drink some tea, but I'm not taking any more medicine by mouth because it just messes up everything on the inside. And I need it to go exactly where it needs to be from the outside. I mean, I think that's amazing. And she's great. So I gave her some of my calendula oil. And calendula, in order to make it, it's very easy. It does take time. You have to let it sit up for 6 to 8 weeks. You put calendula in a jar and let it infuse in the oil. And it does take 6 to 8 weeks to be able to do it. Or there is a little bit of a heating process that you can speed that up by a few weeks. But I always have some brewing and I always have some going. This was done in January. So this is May. It's good and plenty to be able to be strained. And it comes out looking like this. And so, yep. And oftentimes I'll just get a little jar for myself. But what I do is I'll put it in little medicine bottles with droppers and use it. It has been amazing for my hands. I had psoriasis on my hands really badly, and it helped with all the dry skin that was on my hands. That's just about the only thing that I've found that really would help with that. Calendula is good for burns, cuts, nature's antibiotic. Anytime you need for, it's kind of like a homemade Neosporin, but it doesn't have all the petroleum, none of the additives. You get straight Neosporin kind of thing when you use the calendula and the calendula oil. So that's, kind of Europe in a day of one of the things that I do. And I do have some up there for sale. Only because it's not that other people can't make it. It's not hard to make. It's just that some of us don't get around to it. So,
And for anybody who's interested, where would they go to get that?
That would be www.andalehomestead.com. But I don't want to turn this into a commercial. What I wanted to share was that it is something, it has helped me personally so much that my friends and my family, I was giving it out to my friends and my family, and they were all saying, Ann, you are being selfish. You need to let people know that you have this. And I said, well, I can't give it to the world. They said, no, you can sell it at a reasonable price, but you need to do that. So that's where that website idea came from. So
That's awesome.
And
yes,
your letters are turned backwards.
Your screen is mirrored.
So
To
screen
fix
is
that.
So your Andale Homestead reads backwards.
where?
On the camera.
Your
So to fix
webcam.
that, I'm using an admin setup, so it may be different. But if you look at where it says "Stop Video" at the bottom, see that? There should be an arrow. Well, no, don't click it.
No, click the
There's
little
an
arrow.
arrow
Click
to the
it,
right,
wait.
like a little triangle,
And
and click that triangle, and then
I
it should
did.
come up with that. And there's a part that says
There you
"Mirror
go.
my video,"
Woohoo!
and then just turn that on.
Oh, I see.
You're good now.
That kind of reminds me of when
I'm
Kayla's telling me what
sweating
to do for coding, and she'll tell me part of the command I need to type in coding.
Oh my gosh.
And so I'll type it, and then I'll click enter, and she'll be like, "No, you can't click enter yet. I have to give you the other half of the code." That's what that reminded me of.
Because we're putting everything in a terminal, and you're trying to make a new directory, and you're trying to give it a name, and you're trying to like tell it what to do, and she only did half of it, and so now there's two of the same thing.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
so glad that course is over.
I'm sorry.
Well,
Very good.
anybody that's ever been on a live with me before always knows that I'm a button pusher, and oftentimes I will leave the party, and unbeknownst to me that's what's about to happen. So
Right?
look at Jesse's face. Yep, should don't do that. So
That's why you're there to save her.
that's right. And I have friends. Here we go, Miss Kayla. Talk me through it, which is wonderful.
I'm glad you find it helpful.
Yeah. Well, I have a lot of herbs and things that I do. I didn't know what you wanted to hear about, sweetie.
Well, I think one of the coolest things about your homestead is sharing your journey and how you've gotten to where you are. And also like the way you try to make this information accessible to everybody. There we go. So if you want to talk about anything along those lines, how you started your homestead or how you knew what you wanted to garden and why.
Okay, great. That's great. Now, about a year before that, so that would have been 2019, maybe the end of 18, Worth had decided, my husband Worth, that he was going to retire and retire just a little bit early. Well, Anne was not prepared. I'm not ready for him to be home 24/7. I mean, any wife that knows, they know it's not always a bad thing, but it's a different thing, and financially and in every way. And then when he did retire, the pandemic actually happened. And man, were we together a lot. That was unique.
That was a good thing though, because you're already like retired and it wasn't messing with the schedule or anything.
Wasn't
So
messing with the schedule. No, sure didn't. Didn't mess with it.
Not
it
him.
messed with everything else. But
Well, see, I was used to a man that gets up at 2:30 every morning. He's out of the house by 3:30, 3:45.
dude,
Gets home at 6:00 at night, and then is in bed by 8. So we've been married 46 years. We've been together 47. It's been a wonderful 2-hour-a-day relationship.
oh goodness.
We get along swimmingly.
That's so long. So many levels.
And so
It's an adjustment.
suddenly home 24/7. Oh my gracious. That was but you know what? once it happened, at first, I didn't have any idea what in the world we would do by staring at each other. But you look across the room and go, "Oh, I remember you. I think I kind of like you." And
Aw.
so it turned out really fun and really nice. And now
Aw.
That's actually super sweet.
I'm lost without him here now, but it was quite the adjustment. So we decided that actually Lead Farmer 76 scared the bejeebus out of me. I thought we were all going broke and we would not have any food to eat of any kind, so I needed to grow a garden. Like now,
I got scared by that too.
yes. So I told Worth, we've been together all that time and we had never had a garden together. And he had gardens. He was a farmer at one time. He grew up as a kid, been working since he was 8 years old on farms. He'd been around farms and growing a lot. So he had a lot of knowledge. And so we started a garden, a small garden.
That's awesome.
I didn't have a clue what I was doing, but Worth did. He knew how we were going to do this. And that thing has grown. It has quadrupled in size since the first year because that little spot's not enough. So you got to have another row or two, and then you have to have another row or two, and then oh my goodness. But see, to begin with, the first year, I didn't know that you were supposed to preserve or save or utilize what you actually grow in your garden. I thought, like everybody, like city people do, you grow your tomatoes, excuse me, you eat what you have as much as you can, you give away to your friends and family and your neighbors, and then it's done and you move on to something else. But when I found out how much work it was to grow in the garden, I thought, wait a minute, I ain't wasting my food. I have to learn how to preserve that food.
Yep.
Yeah.
So started the canning world. And then later, canning and dehydrating and preserving and freezing and all of those wonderful ways of being able to preserve. And now we're down to wanting to have zero waste for any of our crops and nothing goes bad on the vines. And we get as much as we can and preserve and use every piece of every fruit that you can or herb that you can use. And that's quite the world to live in. It's really a lot of fun to be able to do that. So that's a lot of fun. In fact, example, here are some dandelion roots.
Ooh.
And
And what do you use those for?
Well, you use them for tea, and they've dried out naturally, or you can chop them up and put them in a dehydrator or an oven and dry them. But the tea makes I add honey to it, and lemon. Honey and lemon fixes everything. It tastes kind of like a nutty sort of really good soup tea.
Ooh.
Nutty coffee.
Kind of like a
Very cool.
It's delicious.
Interesting.
It's very good. So that's been a lot of fun to learn all of those things. And then we got chickens. That's one reason why I was swinging in here at the tail end moment, because one of my chickens sat down at my feet and I had to pick her up and love on her.
Aw.
Hey, soil, sifting some soil.
Hey, sifting some soil.
Hi, Dana. I'm glad to see
Hi,
you.
Dana.
Hey, Dana. Yeah. No worries. Then we got chickens, and all of your farm animals are supposed to have a job, and you're not supposed to love them, but we do, and they're rotten, and they're our pets. So our
That's how
pet
it goes.
gives us food every day, but
Nice.
you can
So how many eggs are you getting now, Miss Ann, with your chickens?
We have 4 chickens, and we're getting 4 eggs most days. Sometimes it's 3. Worth told me that it goes 4, 4, 3, and then 2, 1, and then it starts over on 4. I don't know. He collects them most days. Ever since ever since I opened the door of the chicken house and there was snakes sitting there eating the eggs. That's Worth's job now, which is another reason why he needs to come home.
Nice.
So I'll open the door and step way back. Then I'll look and look all around. Is it easy to sell medical stuff? Are there any red tape? If you sell topical items that you put instructions and ingredients on all the jars, it's not hard. It's a whole nother world to try to sell something that you consume internally.
However, it may be different in your state, so you might want to check with your state rules
True.
Yes.
Every
Or
state is
country.
different.
and or
Yeah.
country.
Very
yes.
important to do your research.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and because you're in Canada, yeah.
Well, it depends on how you're selling it too in Canada. Like if you go to a little market like I go to and sell your product there, then it's not as much regulation as if you're going to try and sell it at a retail store.
Do you sell any consumables, Lorrie?
No, but I do sell my salve. Well, I do. I sell freeze-dried consumables, candy, and a lot
Okay.
of my herbs and spice mixes and tea blends and stuff.
Okay, yeah. So
I
you've
make
got
from
some
my herbs.
consumables.
I sell those at the market.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you.
But,
My little
yeah.
farmer's market would only let you sell topical stuff. Nothing that you would, no teas, nothing like that.
Nothing
Right.
ingestible.
Well, I don't sell it as a medicinal tea. I just say it's an anti-inflammatory infusion, and
Yeah, yeah.
all of the things that are in it have anti-inflammatory properties. Whether that does anything for you or not, I
That's
can't
right.
guarantee that. But it's a good tasting tea. I use grape leaves as my base, which is a really nice, light, fruity kind of
It
taste.
is.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So Sylvia Jackson, she said she needs something for neuropathy in her leg. Magnesium and magnesium spray. I just finished refining my magnesium cream, or I have magnesium bath salts as far as soaking in a tub, or some magnesium spray. All of those will help with muscle spasms, tingling, nerve endings, all those types of things. And that's kind of what neuropathy is a numbness and tingling. It's miserable. But magnesium, really try to get some of that.
Nice. There's some other input in the comments as well. Cayenne and turmeric.
Cayenne and turmeric. Yes, absolutely. I take a shot of cayenne pepper. This is, I don't have but just a couple of these left, but this is cayenne pepper that's from the land of plenty. It's the land of
Cool.
And I dried it and ground it, put it in a little jar. Excuse me, I'm not sure what's happening, but I take about an eighth of a teaspoon because I don't like the taste. You can, a lot of people use a quarter of a teaspoon, and I stir it in just a little jigger of water, little teeny bit of water, stir it in and shoot it down every morning. I look like I'm drinking alcohol, but I'm not. Taking a shooter. And
It's capsaicin.
yes, capsaicin. And then it, you're going to go, and, but it does help. It helps. You put cayenne in your coffee. That's good. Without
Interesting.
strong antibiotics, I had a reaction to it. Just diagnosed with C. diff. And I want to
sure
get
what that
rid
is.
of it. Without strong antibiotics, I had a reaction to. Not sure, Deborah. I'm not positive with that.
C. diff is a bacteria. It's involved in the digestive tract. It actually occurs after antibiotic use, so it's actually ironic that they're giving you more antibiotics.
I tell you, if that's the case, try to put me on gabapentin. I understand, Sylvia. Yeah, I get that. You put cayenne and turmeric in your breakfast soup. Good for you, broke but bountifully blessed. Bacteria in your colon. All right, I tell you what. Oregano oil is the best, is nature's. I'm not a doctor. This is not medical advice. We do not play doctors on TV, nor are we.
We
You
do not.
do your own research. What I have found for myself that I am sharing with you is I have some oregano oil, and you can do this too. Oregano and grapeseed oil. And it is a matter, it's the same thing. You got to soak it for 4 to 6 weeks. But I use a dropper every day. Or if I'm not feeling well or something, then it helps with sore throat. Or here, I've been coughing a little bit tonight since I came in. Might be that chicken bedding that I put out.
Oh no.
I'm not
No.
sure. Anyway, this helps. The grapeseed oil and the oregano is nature's. Look it up. Look it up because it's really wonderful as far as nature's natural antibiotic.
But
Highly
you do
contagious.
want bacteria in your intestines and stuff.
You do.
Yes,
When,
but
when
not
they
that.
give you antibiotics, IVs and stuff, it kills all the
It kills
bacteria.
everything.
And it takes a while to build that back up.
Yeah, that's right. C. diff is awful. And some people
Yeah.
have said in here something about probiotics, right? Probiotics. are
Yes.
wonderful.
Probiotics can
Mhm.
help. If you want to try yogurt, kefir, sauerkraut, stuff like that, all of that is fermented and very high in probiotic content. You could also try fibers, like oatmeal and stuff, mini wheats, because those will actually help your gut start to
Ain't
take
no
care
one
of
wanna
itself a
eat
little
mini
better.
wheats.
Are you
I
not feeling
do.
regular? Let me introduce you to Medibees 4-in-1
Hey, we have
fiber.
that.
Yeah. Kombucha. That's a wonderful thing
Yes.
that helps. Yeah. Kombucha is really fabulous and helps quite a bit. I've had it for almost 3 months and have tried just about anything, including probiotics for the last month. Well, Deborah, look into oregano oil. Look into that. Been taking a plethora of stuff because I've been on so many antibiotics. Active yogurt says Grace from New York City. And we call that mess a morsum. Morsum. Metamorsum.
Metamorphosis.
Low carb. So I eat lots of meat and veggies. Yep. That's right. That's right. So there's been lots of good things. What did I do today? I made, of course, I still have 4 of these left. I went to the farmer's market and got fresh strawberries.
I miss strawberries.
I'm telling you, they're so yummy. They're from our county right here. They pick them locally. And I have
Nice.
a few that are coming out of the garden. But those particular strawberries that I have are little. And as they get size,
Excuse me.
there's a few buggy bugs in there that really like to eat my strawberries before I get to. But I enjoy them. But I made strawberry jam.
Oh, you did. All right.
I did.
Now, Miss Ann, now, in order for that to set up right, you have to remove every one of the little seeds off of each one of those strawberries first.
Take your
Otherwise,
time.
it won't set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesse tried to tell me that as I was talking to them about making it. Honestly, it's the first time I ever made strawberry jam. I have made grape jelly, I've made blueberry jam and jellies, but I haven't made strawberry jelly before. And so, par for the course, and I was given the suggestion of not trying to double up on the recipe because sometimes it messes with the pectin and all those things. So I didn't. By the time it came around to the second pot full, I was going to rush it along a little bit and turn the heat up high, and it's got to boil, and sugar as it boils high. And it began to get really high. So I turned the heat off real quick and went to pull the pan and spilled it.
Oh
And so to save it from being spilled, I tipped it up and ran to the sink, and it slipped again out of my hands into the sink and all over the wall and the refrigerator and the floor.
Oh,
And
That's tragic.
feel your pain.
Ants will have fun.
as
Yeah.
that stuff cools, it gels because it doesn't.
Just jelly everywhere.
So it's
Yeah.
like sugar gel that I've just
Oh no.
kitchen. Sticky sugar
That's devastating.
It is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're
One
gonna be
job.
finding sticky spots for a while.
I
Yeah.
will. I will. I
Yeah,
have
you
taken
will.
different washcloths and wash rags, and I have just one thing about it, my kitchen is well scrubbed because I
Oh,
have
there you go.
stuff.
Somebody do some spring cleaning.
Yeah, yeah.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, Lisa, correct me, but if you would have put a little bit of butter in there, it probably wouldn't have done that, right?
Well, it depends on how high she had the heat.
Yeah.
So typically, you add a little butter and it prevents all the
Can you
Oh,
put
the
butter
foaming.
in the jam?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
A
Butter, not
little
margarine.
pat of butter, it will prevent
Will help.
it prevents the
foam.
foaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you tell me.
Now we
Because
know.
you're supposed to.
Now you tell me.
We thought you knew, Miss Ann. I'm sorry.
Oh my
And
gracious!
that's why you don't rush it, because that's more scooping of the foamy stuff at the top.
Yes, it is. But I still got 3 pints in another little jar out of that pot that's shared itself all over my kitchen.
Shared itself all over your kitchen. I like how you said that.
How thoughtful.
It was being very generous, very kind amongst itself. So that was fun.
Yeah, pat of butter. Well, in Miss Ann's case, you probably wouldn't have needed the whole stick.
Probably. I had a good DO. Don't know what that means, but he passed away. His nurse became my doctor, doctor's assistant, probably. No?
Orderly. Doctor's orderly.
And
She always told me not to take the antibiotic anymore. After the first dose caused me problems. Well, good. At least she's got somebody that she can.
that's
Yeah.
fantastic because of the
Doctor's office.
yeah. Oh, doctor's office. Okay. Of the physicians that I see, when I tell them, I'm not taking that medicine anymore, and they'll go, why not? I'll go, well, I have these herbs, and they go, oh no.
You're one of those.
That's exactly what they say. You're one of
Yeah.
those. Oh, I'm going, yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. I can grow it in my yard. I ain't got to pay you no more.
Yep.
Works with natural ways and not just medications. Deanna, that is fabulous.
Oh, that's good.
Doctor of osteopathy.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it stood for Deborah Orange.
Totally orange, Deborah.
Joyfully orange, Deborah. Yeah. All right. And what I don't see what that something of the yogurts on the market or not have active cells. Read the labels as I remember. Do you see that long comment? I can't even see who said it.
Grace.
Great.
Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Grace.
Yogurts on the market don't have active cells. That is true. When you do go to the grocery store, you will have to read all of the labels because it is crazy the junk that they put in there. Excuse me. And go ahead, Charles.
I was just going to say, try the Greek yogurt, because that's usually the one with the active.
Yes.
And
The
stay
thing
away
is that
from
it's a very
anything-
different texture.
Anything stay away from anything that has high fructose corn syrup.
See, because you think
Yes.
I thought I was doing my grandchildren such a good job by getting those little yogurt sticky thing, the yogurt sticks that you can.
Yogurts.
Yogurt.
Yes.
Love
Those
those.
are so good.
Yeah, but they're a bunch of junk.
They're terrible for you, but they're so fun.
They used to get this. You used to be able to get them for free at Panera
Yeah.
Okay,
if you
cool.
ordered a kid's meal.
Okay. Well, yeah, they like Go-Gurts. And so it's better than cookies, I guess.
I think the fun part, I think the reason kids like, and I'm speaking from experience here. I think
Former
the
kid talking.
Former.
You can always be a kid at heart.
I think the reason Go-Gurts are so fun is because they're in those little pouches. So if you add if you put kefir in a pouch, they'll like that just as much.
We used to put them in the freezer.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
They'd
yeah.
be
Popsicle.
frozen
Have freeze
yogurt
pops.
popsicles. Yeah.
We get the Activia ones now. I think they're healthier. They have better live and active probiotic in it. And they come in little cups. Put a skewer in it and then freeze those. If you can get them out of the cup, they're amazing. The issue is getting them out of the
really
cup.
good. I think. Oh no, we don't have them anymore because our
We ate
freezer
them
broke down.
Oh,
And we had ton of them in there. We had so
we
many.
lost so much of stuff in
We
that
saw
freezer.
So much meat, so much yogurt, so much everything, bread, everything. And it
There is a
smelled
ton
so
of
bad.
sugar in Go-Gurt, though.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's probably why the kids like it so good. So, yeah. But that's what I've been doing today. And there's lots of things you can think out of the box. Or as Sandy says, we can break it down to find more than one way to utilize the food that you have in your garden. You take a tomato, and not only can we utilize the skin and the core to be able to make tomato paste powder, which turns into tomato paste, then you can use the tomato for all sorts of things, ketchup and tomato sauce and stewed tomatoes and frozen tomatoes, all those things. So it's a lot of fun. Not for nothing. It's just 2 steps. Pick blossoms, wash, pat, dry, pack them in a clean jar, cover the jar with vinegar, put in a dark cabinet for 2 weeks, and it's done. What are you talking about, Genji?
Chive
Chive
blossoms.
blossoms.
Chive blossoms.
Oh, yeah.
Chive
Those are real good.
blossoms.
You
Oh,
can do them in
yeah.
oil, too. I like the garlic chives. Doing it with those.
She gave me a jar last year of the
That's
vinegar with the chives in it. Yeah, it's pink, pretty pink.
I have some of her Italian seasoning and absolutely love it. Love to use monkey butter. It's a
All
dipper.
I ever get is some of her Italian attitude.
That's not so. That is not so. So it's fun. So, what do you think, girls or panel, of anything that you have grown in your yard that you might use for a different purpose? I mean, this is my cayenne that I'm making into calendula oil. Cayenne oil. And cayenne oil is like an icy hot or Bengay, and it settles up. And while you're thinking, this was just done in March, so it still has a little bit to go. And then you can use the cayenne pepper really for everything, but it's for, to take internally or to eat on your food or in your drink or in your coffee. Those are things that I might not have thought about before. So
I just made, I didn't grow it. I just went out and harvested it in the woods. Rose hip.
yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Rose hip tincture.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just alcohol. You can do it with the other stuff if you don't want the alcohol. But
The glycerin.
yeah,
Mhm.
I don't like using the glycerin.
I've never used the glycerin before.
Yeah, a lot of people have reactions to it. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. And what do you use that for?
It's tons of different things.
It's a wonderful antiseptic though, right?
Mainly for me is it's a immune booster and lowers blood pressure, which I don't have blood pressure anymore since I've been on the carnivore diet.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah.
I have to do that myself.
Yeah.
Can
So
I
what
ask you a question?
Yeah.
No, Mr. Charles. If you're on a carnivore diet, what are you doing with your garden?
Seeding.
What?
Because as soon as
Weed.
tomatoes come in,
Eating.
the carnivore is out the window
Over. Over. It's so over.
Okay,
for
got
3
it.
months.
That's what I was wondering.
Yeah.
It's like how you can be a vegetarian until you get your meat back from the butcher. In which case you have to eat it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some everything in moderation.
Yeah.
So Bob infuses the flour into olive or avocado oil to treat my neuropathy. My meds used to cost $500 to $1,000 a month.
Goodness gracious.
And the doctors won't give me narcotics. I understand. So what flour does he infuse?
THC flour.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And
I can't really think of anything that we do like that. I mean, like, we do a lot of putting fresh oregano, fresh basil in oil. And we use that with dinner because, we're a big Italian food family. And so you just take your infused oil, you put some Parmesan cheese on it, and you can dip your bread in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's
and then
really good.
It's a good way to consume some of your herbs, especially when you have several
yeah,
jars of it.
When I do the oregano oil, half of it goes for seasoning, and then the other half I put in the little jars for taking drops.
oh, that's
Because
good.
it's the same thing. It's
Right.
Sure.
yeah, and well, that's if you use olive oil for it, and that's what I usually use for it. That way, I don't have to make different batches.
Mm.
Okay.
Quick question from
Go ahead.
Lindy Oki. Does Bushcraft have a collab going on?
The herb one.
There's the
That-
herbal side to Survival Seeds
that's-
collaboration.
Yeah, that's the same thing here, though.
Yeah.
Not that I know of. Well, there's the
That I know
library, the prepper library thing that's usually keeps
If-
going on for a while.
If you go back far enough, you can find the Dancing Monkey Challenge, and that's
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Guess who didn't participate in it?
so I'll advertise for it.
Yes, you will. You advertise for it. That sounds.
I'm never going to. You can never catch me doing that.
No. I'll have to bring it back again. And guess who's
Yeah.
getting challenged right off the bat?
That's the thing. If you tag the channel, she gets to do it.
You gotta tag her personal channel.
You have
Kayla
your own
has her
channel.
own channel.
Yeah. She doesn't post anything on it. Maybe that could be her first ever video.
I've been considering it. I could live stream making the shipping stuff for Survival Seeds.
Hey guys, today I am packing seeds.
Yeah, you could.
That's the
Video
only stuff in
297.
Yes, you seriously could do that. That would be fun.
It would be fun. Hey, High Country Homestead. She just got in from feeding sheep in the cattle. I love sheep. How is everyone? It's Susan here from Australia. Hello.
Hi.
Good morning, I think.
Yeah, good morning.
Wonderful to
Hope you're
have
having a
you
good
here.
one.
And you have chive blossoms, Deanna. She has chive blossoms now.
Oh, mine haven't even
I had
started
chive
coming back up.
blossoms yesterday.
That's really cool.
Ooh.
I
Well,
put
there
them
was
in my
one-
salad.
Yummy. Well, there was one extra thing that Sandy from Suburban Homesteader, Wyoming, Arizona. It's always a mouthful for me. She said on her beets, and which we're all growing beets with the survival seeds, that she lets some of them flower. And as they flower, which I've never had them grow that long, I always get rid of them
Second
before this
year.
happens. But on the flower, when they start to bolt, they will develop it looks like little pea pods on there, on the end of a beet. And she'll pick them off. Well, she said, I just eat them right out there in the garden. They're just delicious. They're sweet and good. But she picks them and pickles them.
Oh,
Which-
interesting.
I think that's really cool. I've never even seen one growing. So I'm going to try on that 5,000 beets I have out there in my garden. I'm going to try to let some of them grow and see what we can
That's
do.
cool.
Yeah, I like that. So how is Bunky's aquaponics, the one with the fishy?
Out
Oh,
of
she shut that
commission.
down.
Out of commission. What I don't remember what exactly happened, but she
Oh,
had
no.
the lights on for like way too long, and there was a ton of algae in the tank. And so we harvested the lettuce
And the basil.
and the basil. And then we just cleaned it out. They're in a fish tank now. I can take you them because I have a laptop.
Okay, cool.
Bye. They're right here.
Oh, the fishies.
So they're enjoying their relocation a lot more. They have a filter going and everything, so it's not going to be full of algae anymore.
Oh,
And it's more
good.
space, so they have more space to do their thing. So tomato and basil are thriving.
Awesome.
Other than that, we're just doing dirt and hydroponics way up there.
Okay.
We've done some arranging in the past couple weeks.
Well, good for you. Good
Yeah.
for you. I can't wait.
Well,
to
I mean, this was getting huge, so
Yeah.
we're still stuck with the peppers inside for at least 2 more weeks.
Oh gosh.
So like, it's bigger than my hand to my elbow.
Right.
And those
No,
are
you
just the peppers.
trim those, right? And they'll bush out.
Yeah, we can. I think we already did once, and then they're doing it again. So we may do it again before we move them out. But we just haven't had time because this past month has been a little weird.
Right. Well, if you yeah, especially since you have a couple weeks, if you just kind of go snip snip, they might
Yeah.
really bush out pretty.
Yeah.
Worth and I did an experiment last summer.
Ooh.
I wanted to, because my YouTube friends had told me you're supposed to trim your pepper plants back so that they will bush out instead of going straight up. And he goes, I've never done that, but I have done that. So we had 6 that were trimmed and 6 that were not trimmed. You couldn't tell a hill of beans difference.
Depends on the pepper plant. Some will bush way out and you'll get tons of fruit out of them, and some just like a normal pepper plant.
Yeah, these were cayenne peppers, and they
Okay. You just don't mess with those because they'll
Couldn't
bush
even
out
tell.
like crazy.
couldn't tell a hill of beans difference. Not one little bit. So,
Right. Awkward World wants to know, how much do you take off a pepper plant?
I tend to take off too much, so I'm the wrong
That's
person
good.
to ask. Every time I do it, the manager's just like, "Ooh, that was a little
You
bit
just
too
take out
much."
the heart that way. And that's if it's like a big fruit, like a bell pepper. That
You want to give it
works
space to
good.
hang.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that the peppers, when they're ready to be, growing, you want them to have enough space to hang. So you don't want it to be like crazy low to the ground. So I would guess like maybe I would go around
12 inches.
here.
12 inches.
Just let it be like about a foot tall, because they will grow a little bit vertically after you do so, especially if you give them like a pole to lean on, and then they'll just continue bushing. The Hell Wonder ones. So yeah, I would still go with the 12-inch thing because they do need to hang. Other than that, I don't usually grow bell peppers, and I'm not usually the one in charge of it, but I would go with that. I've never tried pruning my pepper plants. I've never tried not pruning pepper plants. I'm actually tempted to just like leave one of them. I want to see what happens.
just experiment.
Yeah.
And it's just me, and there's other people that do the same thing. When I first take the plant outside and after it hardens up and plant it, if there's a pepper on there or a flower, I pluck them right off. That way they get established before they try to make fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have one of my squash plants. I'm going to have to pull the bloom because it's just a little itty bitty little string right now. And I want it to grow up. I don't want that little girl to act like she's a big girl yet. She's not a big girl yet.
Yeah, you go to the nurseries or Walmart or those places where they'll have the one big pot and it already has tomatoes on it, and everybody goes for that. And it's like that plant's already stunted because it's trying to push out fruit when it's not even, it's root bound and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah. When the crops are ready to harvest, we'll probably help them harvest them. That's good.
Yeah.
I grow the hot ones for hubby. Now, y'all, we got a surprise this year. We had a bucket. Well, we had some of our cayenne peppers in like a large plastic container, and some were in the ground. And we looked down, and because I haven't been able to find cayenne pepper plants anywhere, and I haven't gotten my seeds going. And but we had in the pot where there were like 2 dozen cayenne pepper plants.
Oh,
Just
awesome.
a little bunch of them. So we took it out and I separated them and put them all in little pots, and them bad boys are going. So I'm tickled for that. But thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much for talking. It was awesome. Gardening Grub has a quick question before we do the giveaway for the week. My herbs are growing well. How do I use hyssop?
Yes.
Depends
Yes,
how you want
Charles.
to use it.
Well, what's
Um,
it good for? Because I don't know that either.
It's good for pain reliever, or no, that's feverfew.
Can you use it in tea?
You could use the flowers for tea.
Put it right on the spot. I'm gonna bring my phone.
It's good. It's good for woman problems toward that time.
Mm-hmm.
That better be a strong plant.
And it helps you a lot, doesn't it, Charles, with a house full of men?
I don't usually use it. I have probably maybe 12 ounces dried out that I keep in a jar, and that's about it.
Hyssop.
But
Let's
it's easy.
see.
It's easy to make the tincture. It's just the alcohol and
Okay.
let it
This
sit for a little
says
while.
hyssop. I'm sorry. I goggled it. Hyssop is used for digestive and intestinal problems, including liver and gallbladder conditions, intestinal pain, intestinal gas, colic, and loss of appetite.
Ooh.
So,
Oh yeah, it's good for diets.
So natural Beano.
okay. Yeah, natural Beano. That's right. And it said that you can also use it as a substitute for rosemary or sage when you're cooking. And is hyssop toxic? No. Some people do have a reaction to it.
Yeah.
And it says,
It says it's antiviral.
okay,
cool. She dries hyssop and sprinkles it over roasting things. I guess like you would oregano or sage.
okay.
Yeah, in
So that would be good for
the
dry.
Bible days, they used to, you know how they do the sage in rooms and stuff. They used it for to cleanse.
Christy Beth says the purification rituals.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hyssop was used as a comfort for Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I like it.
Lorrie's
Well-
popping them out.
Yeah. It was wonderful. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone, for being here. I really appreciate it.
Before we hop off, there's a weekly giveaway. I can share the screen whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Well, thank you for doing the interview, Sam. That was cool.
You should see all the stuff around me that I have, but apparently I didn't.
And by the way, I was able to get NYC Grace is on the wheel, so she's on there both.
Yay!
Awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Good job.
Now she's gonna win.
But that's this week only. Don't let that happen. No.
Hashtag survival.
We had actually 7 videos, but now we have 9 on the wheel. So
Okay.
lucky winner. So we have 2 wheels here. One on the left is the prize wheel, and the one on the right, which is the blue one, is the actual. Because I don't know if I'm backwards or not. The blue one is the actual videos that were submitted. Now, these were videos that were 3 minutes or longer. So if you put in an update video this week from the 27th
April 27th
to May 3rd, then you're covered. All right, and we'll see who will be the winner. So let's draw for the prize first. Are you ready, girls?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here we go. I already shuffled them. What's it gonna be? It might be bacon flavored toothpaste. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I will say this. Okay.
Hey.
Winter squash.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, those are good.
Cool.
Yummy.
Yes.
They
Winter
look
squash
good.
seeds. Okay.
Buttercup squash. Squashes.
Yeah,
You know what,
buttercup.
Deanna? That's kind of looks a little bit like what you're growing that's beside your pumpkin. That butternut squash kind of looks a little bit like
Yeah.
So you get 2 packets.
So you get 2 packets for the price of 1. All right. Now here we go. The winner will be drum roll, Trey. Drum roll, Trey.
Charles called it.
Congratulations!
All I'm gonna say is you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Grace,
That's
just
fun.
to prove, this is the video she put in. See, 2 days ago.
Oh.
So she didn't want you to see the whole thing. Just her fingers.
We got a little post in front of it.
Yeah.
Okay, good for you, Grace.
Congratulations.
Get out more and have some more chances. I'll
Yeah.
run over there and watch it after we get off of here.
Yeah.
All right.
Use bamboo poles to hold up her phone.
Yeah.
That's right.
Congratulations.
Yay.
Yay!
Yes, thank you.
That's so fun.
Everybody. Fun, y'all. So,
Well,
Fabulous.
thanks for
But thank you guys all so much for being here. Special thanks to Anne for teaching us about her herbs and how she got started. If you have any questions about that, she does she does a bunch of live streams on Tuesdays. She goes live around 11:30 Eastern for Tuesday, and she always has some super inspirational stuff to say. And we always miss it because that's like Bunky's guitar lesson time.
I got you, baby. It's all right. Life happens.
But we really love watching those. They're so cool.
Thank you.
Thank you to our coordinators, Trie and Anne and Lorrie. Thank you guys for sharing out the videos. We really appreciate you guys, and thank you guys to the collaborators for making the videos. We really appreciate you guys, and watching your gardens grow is so cool. So thanks for sharing your life with us. Thank you to our co-hosts, Bushcraft Family and Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, for keeping this going and helping us with a ton of aspects. We really appreciate you guys. And we will see you guys next Sunday. I got to figure out who we're interviewing.
yeah.
On the right
So-
camera.
Lorrie, I'm going to send you an email.
Farewell. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.